Time now for us to read and react to some news around the league, starting in Dallas, where Jerry Jones was watching the Eagles' loss very closely last night.
Well, I watched the game flying up to New York. I'm overlooking Central Park right now, but real excited. They didn't have to put any fuel in the plane. I know it's cliche, but we've got to concentrating on the Minnesota Vikings this weekend, and that's a big game for us. But, boy, you see that, boy, you need to stay in there every play. Every play is meaningful right at this particular time, and we sure got a shot at this thing.
All right, Swagoo, Jerry Jones thinks they have a shot. Do you believe the Cowboys have a shot in the NFC East?
I like the optimism. The shot is based off what the Philadelphia Eagles do, though. And I think I came away from that game last night saying they may be figuring some things out. But it's great for Jerry to remain optimistic. You look at the rest of the schedule, the Eagles have the Commanders twice, which you think both of those will be wins. And you look at the Cowboys schedule, who could quite possibly win all of those games as well. I didn't think we would be here at this point, babyface, but we are, with an opportunity for Dallas to actually be in the seed one for the NFC East, which is absolutely diabolical at this point.
Swagoo, all you can ask for in life is an opportunity. The Cowboys at least have one of them.
It's a chance, man.
It's a chance. Let's go to Cleveland now, where the Browns have perhaps unsurprisingly announced Shedeur Sanders will be their starting quarterback for the remainder of the season. Browns defensive end Alex Wright has full confidence in his rookie quarterback.
He brings an energy of his own. Like, Shedeur has been the same person since he stepped foot in Cleveland. Like, there's nothing changed about him. He's always the happy-go-lucky person that's in the locker room, always shaking people's hands, making jokes and stuff like that. And then when it's time to, put on the pads and put on the helmet, it's time to work. Like, even when I come into the facility, I see him in the office every day with Coach Stefanski, like, just going over film. I see him in there asking questions, and he's not afraid to ask questions. So just for him to be, that poised rookie and stuff like that, that's not afraid to go out there, and throw the football. Of course, he's a rookie. There's always going to be mistakes in the game of football.
Good stuff right there, Dan. Do you like what you've seen from Shedeur so far?
I do. He's playing faster. That's probably the biggest gripe of him coming out of school. So this is the traditional under center bootleg. The big thing is after the fake, you got to snap your head, find that end man. He does. Don't keep running. Put your foot in the ground. Number one, the flat route is taken. Don't take the sack, hold it quickly, get that ball out to that crosser. That's very well done. This is that beautiful 60-yard touchdown pass to Jerry Jeudy. Look how quickly he goes from one, scans front side, realizes it's man, back to two, understands the safety, drops low, and carries that middle of the field post. Three is the backside right now. Man, that's awesome. We see that from high-level starting quarterbacks in the NFL. Very well done by Shedeur. Changes the protection here. He wants Shannon one-on-one, gives him the chance to hesitate, watches the corner collapse on the in route from the top. This is an elite throw under a real NFL pocket. You cannot play and/or throw it better than those clips right there. Are there still issues? 100%. Down in the red zone, all-out pressure. You have to drift. I love the fact that he backpedals. You got to beat the last guy with the throw. Give your tight end, the young rookie Shannon, a chance versus man coverage. So it hasn't been unbelievably perfect. But, man, the stuff that you saw in college, and even in that Rams preseason game that gave you just some reservations, I think week by week there's just been a little bit of a step forward in some of those flaws. This weekend, he played at a very high level. 4 more games to continue to grow for Shedeur Sanders. I think they're huge. I think they're huge. I think they're huge.
Yep. Just a week ago in Pittsburgh, fans were calling for Mike Tomlin's job. But after a win over the Ravens, the Steelers are now back atop the AFC North. And here's Mike Tomlin earlier today on maybe being on the hot seat.
At the Bills game, fans calling for your job. Did you feel like you were in the hot seat at all last week?
Man, I've been in the hot seat for 19 years.
Did you feel like you had something to prove to the fans at all?
I always feel like I got something to prove, not necessarily to anyone in particular, but that's just the spirit in which I go about what I do professionally.
What do you expect from the fans Monday night?
Man, I expect them to show up, man. It's Monday Night Football in Acrisure. It's going to be a big game.
Well, Mina, as Mike just said, the Steelers play host to the Dolphins on Monday night in Pittsburgh. What challenge does Miami pose to Pittsburgh?
Man, I know the Dolphins' record is what it is. They're likely out of the playoffs. do not sleep on this run game because I am telling you, week after week now, they're putting up some of the filthiest tape in terms of running of any team in the NFL. I mean, they lead the league in explosive run rate. Devon Achane leads all running backs in rushing yards over expected per carry. They use motion at the highest rate, which gives the Pittsburgh Steelers trouble. And a lot of the things they do in the run game in terms of using misdirection, eye candy, Achane getting into the edge, these are all things that Pittsburgh has struggled with, particularly the second level of their defense. So they got to come into this with a game plan for that rushing attack because it is one of the trickiest to solve in the entire league.
Yeah, Achane had a bonkers day this past Sunday, Mina, and he didn't even play the entirety of it as he got banged up.
Hurts became the second reigning Super Bowl MVP with 5 turnovers, no passing or rushing touchdowns in a game since play-by-play was first tracked in '78. He joined Terry Bradshaw, who did it in '79, who, by the way, also did it against the Chargers, who were playing then in San Diego. Our NFL insider, Dan Graziano, NFL analyst Jeff Saturday, back with us. And, you know, Jeff, in your opinion, what do you think the Eagles' offense, which is ranked 24th right now in the league, have to do to turn things around?
Play complementary football, and that means don't turn it over. The truth is your defense is going to win you a lot of games, and where they were taking so much criticism about it doesn't make sense for them. Again, it's not going to be flashy, it's not going to be pretty. Make games ugly, muddy them up as well as you can. Go under center for Jalen Hurts more, but go out of going under center. But you have to limit these turnovers. Again, turnovers are really what cost them each and every week. When they don't turn the ball over, they're in every game.
They're looking for solutions. To that end, head coach Nick Sirianni spent more time in the offensive meeting rooms last week. He was asked about that after the game. This week and continue to look for solutions. One of the problems they're having, as Jeff well knows, the offensive line very banged up. Lane Johnson just missed a second consecutive game, and Landon Dickerson, their left guard, was in and out of that game last night with injuries. Even though he was able to come back in, still didn't look fully healthy, so we'll monitor that this week as well.
Take a look at this, guys, because the NFC playoff picture is really starting to take shape here. And really, despite a loss from the Eagles, they look to remain slotted in third. There's the division leader. Now you got the Cowboys. They got an uphill climb. Currently, 10% chance to make the playoffs. That's according to ESPN Analytics. Winning each of their last 4 would certainly change some things there, Jeff Saturday. The chance to win out, 8%. And Cowboys owner Jerry Jones spoke this morning, and it's new on SportsCenter.
Well, I watched the game flying up to New York. I'm overlooking Central Park right now, but real excited. They didn't have to put any fuel in the plane. I just flew up here on my own. I know it's cliche, but every play is meaningful right at this particular time, and we sure got a shot at this thing.
By the way, Jeff, was Jerry flossing as he talked about as I look down on Central Park?
Don't worry about my plane either. My plane in Central Park, I take care of all those. But hey, listen, he's in with Dan Graziano. He knows this